Nope. All right. So I'm assuming I'm live. It says I'm live. I guess I'll find out as people pop in to tell me I'm live or not.
It's all in your head.
Hello there, Maya.
Oh, see? You're live.
Well, it doesn't mean they can hear me yet. I always wonder about the audio. If like the audio always comes in with the on audio. Hello there, Bruce.
Audio. That is an audio.
Yeah, my
We
wife.
have English language here.
That is English language.
Audio.
Yeah, on audio, where you're on audioing it. It's opposite of audio.
Daddy's cuckoo bananas.
Hello there, Catitude. How you doing? Hope you're doing well. Don't mind me, people. I'm just talking to myself.
That's something new.
Okay. Yes, I can hear, which is always a good thing.
Go, Rizzy.
Okay. Obviously, I hope you all are doing well on this Sunday. I do have my little list here. We are going to be donating to 10 places today, so it's going to be a little bit different than normal. Hello there, Connie. Nice to see you. We do have snow on the ground, which is always nice.
Boo!
Bruce, to answer your question, my wife did not enjoy the snow, and she said a big boo. So, no, she doesn't. She doesn't like the snow for some weird reason.
I'm a poopy. Huh?
She's anti-snow. So hopefully everybody's warm. Hello there, Nash. How you doing? Hope you're doing well.
Oh, poops.
One day, hopefully, these donations, they'll bring in some more folk. Hello there, Christy, 9399. If you are new, especially to this, a big hello to you. So, those who don't know what this is about, this is where we donate to cat rescues around the world. This is kind of like the heartbeat of this channel, if you will. We normally donate to like 5 or 6 different places or so, typically. Because this is for because this is for December of last year, this is like the last one we're going to do for 2025. We are going to be donating to 10 places today. Safe Haven, obviously, will be one of them. That's always one of them, as you all know. And then we will be donating to other places as well. We'll be visiting places in the United States. We'll be visiting places in Japan. Japan, and place in Morocco, and I think maybe a place in Turkey today. So we'll be going to many places. Just give me a second here. I am just finishing up, setting something up, a goal for the live. Okay. All right. What time do we got? 2:03. I'm going to give Sol a few more minutes. Hello there, Ruth. How you doing? Hope you're doing well on this, I was going to say Saturday, on this Sunday. Nash, you like the charity ones? Well, they've definitely been interesting, Nash, here recently. Definitely been interesting. So knock on wood. We're going to have a smooth one today. We're not going to go crazy today. Can we sponsor another kitty at Safe Haven? Bruce, what do you mean by another kitty? Tell me what you mean by that, Bruce. Hello there, Linda. How you doing? Now, we will obviously be sponsoring senior cats at Safe Haven. There are 5 senior cats to sponsor, and there might be one additional one today that's not a senior cat, but they've been there for a long time. You all remember Agatha? Agatha was there for like a year. This kitty has been at Safe Haven for about 200 days or so. So we might be sponsoring 6 altogether. I'm going to let you all decide as always, though, because this is your channel. I just talk. Okay. I'm going to give one more minute, and then we're going to start rolling. We might go through these a little bit faster. Of course, I'm going to try to be no longer than an hour. Maybe we'll go a half hour, 45 minutes at the most, and we will go from there. I'm just so glad that I had snow, so no school tomorrow for me, more than likely, which is nice, and maybe Tuesday as well. Here, my wife upstairs, she's just talking to her parents. Hello there, Rosemary. I can't see all the little emojis on live stream, but I am also on YouTube. It's always weird. You're watching yourself watch yourself. That's a weird thing to do. But I appreciate all the emojis there, Rosemary. I did slip last night. So real quickly, once I'm done with this story. So I had to bring in my our trash can last night. And we have a long driveway. Our driveway from like our garage to the end of our driveway where the trash can is probably about 200 feet to 300 feet. Maybe. It's a long ways away. So I slipped twice on the ice. And it wasn't pleasant. So anyways, let's roll. Let's get started here, folks. Let me share my screen. Let me share with this one first. If y'all see ads, skip the ads. Don't worry about the ads. I don't care if you play them or not. Just let them run. All right, so let's see. Hopefully I did this correct way. Nope, hold on. Let me remove that. Hello there, Spence. How you doing, Spence? Hang on, I'm having technical difficulties, so let me stop that. Let me go back on here again. Hello there, Raphael. How you doing? Hope you're doing well today. So share screen. Is it the tab? I think that's what I want to share. This should be the right thing now. Okay. Let me take myself off. You all know what I look like. So I'm going to say goodbye for now. I'll be back on in a bit. All right. Hello there, Tranquil. How you doing, Tranquil? Hope you're doing well. If I miss anybody while I am talking, my apologies as always. But I hope everybody's doing well. Okay, let's get to it. All right. Let's go to Meet the Kitties, which were already there. Now, you gotta love beef jerky. Beef jerky is a big looking kitty cat. Big old kitty cat. So the first senior that we are going to sponsor today is Boomers. Now, Boomers has a bit of an interesting story. So Boomers was found by somebody from Safe Haven. He became abandoned. And somebody had tried to dye this cat's pink fur, which is like crazy. Hey, Big Meanie, how you doing? Oh, Big Meanie, I appreciate you becoming a member there for Tang's crew. Appreciate that, Big Meanie. Very kind of you. So anyways, like I was saying, Boomers, somebody tried to dye. Let me read it here. So I have a sad story. I was abandoned here at Safe Haven a while ago. And when the great medical team examined me, they found that somebody had tried to dye my pink fur. The dye had penetrated my skin, and you can see that I'm a little bit of a mood kitty because sometimes I'm more pink than others. What do I need from you? Patience, lots of enrichment. Boomers is a lap kitty with the right person. So if your vibe is on point, then you could be a match made in heaven. So, and I think in that second picture, you can kind of see, I don't know if that's the lighting or not, but you might be able to see a little bit of a pink tinge. So I don't know if this is an older picture, like that one, that second one, compared to like this first one, where I don't really see any pink on that top picture. Spence, this kitty is 9 years and 5 months. 9 years and 5 months. So that's a little bit of story, a little backstory about Boomers. He's going to be the first kitty that we sponsor from Safe Haven. And if you all have any questions, I will keep an eye on chat while I'm trying to do everything else. It might take me a moment, though. I won't be as quick as I usually am. when it comes to responding like I do on a normal live. So apologies in advance. Hello there, Mike Catpenny. How you doing? Hope you're doing well. So another senior. This is a new senior also that the community is going to sponsor. This guy is 10. His name is Diesel. Diesel is a very big, kind of fluffy looking kitty, as you can see. Diesel doesn't have a story yet to him. So there's a couple of pictures of him, but he's a very big, gorgeous, long-haired, fluffy kitty that's a flame point, and he's 10. So that'll be another senior that we will sponsor today. And let me go back. So that's number 2. Number 3 is Frosty. I've seen Frosty on here before. He got adopted, though. This was maybe a couple of months ago. So before we had a chance to sponsor him, he got adopted. But it looks like, I don't know the story. We'll see if he has a story yet. He was returned, unfortunately. But Frosty, and it's kind of, I guess apt for what's going on right now, because it's definitely frosty outside. Frosty is 10 years and 1 month, so he's a little over 10 years. And he does have a very short story. As I go down to the pictures, it says, distinguished older gentleman seeks human for social interaction and play and pets. Will headbutt for chin scratches or scritches, as some of us say. Extremely handsome. He has no teeth, apparently, which is no problem. So anyways, this is Frosty. I remember seeing him before, so I think he was returned. So we have some other pictures here. I'll have to pick what picture is going to go best for him when I make the post tomorrow or Tuesday about Frosty and the others. So yeah, Mike, I'm pretty sure he was returned. I don't think we sponsored him before, but I'd have to go back. I don't think we have, but I keep a catalog on all the cats that have been sponsored through the last 15 months or something. So anyways, that is Mr. Frosty. Somebody that the group, the community sponsored the last couple of months, and we are going to sponsor again, is Miss Jazz here. Miss Jazz is female. She's 11 and a half years old. She's a buff tabby. I don't think they have any new pictures for her. Yeah, they just have 2. So hopefully somebody will make some new pictures of her, because I know pictures definitely help adoptions. So this is Jazz. We're going to re-sponsor this. I think is maybe the 3rd month we have sponsored Jazz. Excuse me. So we're going to sponsor Jazz again. Spence, how long do you sponsor? We sponsor until they get adopted, Spence. So there is no time frame. We've sponsored a few cats, Spence, like 6+ months, and we just re-sponsor every single month until they get adopted, because the sponsoring helps them get adopted eventually. So we don't have, there is no time frame on it. Yeah, it is crazy, Catitude, that they call a senior cat 8 years. I don't disagree with you on that. But, that just, every place categorizes senior. I don't, to me, like a senior cat is like 10 or 12 plus. But you got to think about it the other way, I guess. 8 years old is about the halfway point for most cats, as long as they live is usually like 15 or 16, right? So that's about the halfway point. So I don't know. Every place is a little different. Hello there, Possum. They called your cat senior. He was 8 and he lived to be 21 with FIV. Wow, that's amazing. That is an amazing story, sponsor. Possum, for living with FIV for that long. Must have been well loved. So thank you for taking care of that kitty for so long. All right, so that's it. Oh, there's one more new senior. So this is a new one, new to me. I don't recognize this kitty, so I think she is completely new as far as being sponsored today. This is Nancy. Nancy is 10, and she's kind of, a tabby. Well, it's black and white tux, I guess they're calling her a tux, but I can see like some tabby stripes in there a little bit. So maybe she's a little bit of a mixture. But anyways, this is Tux, or not Tux. I'm sorry. This is Nancy, who is a tux. I'm special. I'm very special. Those who might be new, I'm a special person, so don't pay attention to mostly what I say. You might get very confused if you listen to me for too long. My wife has it, and she can't get rid of it. So this is Nancy. She is new to being sponsored today as the community. I don't know. She's definitely a tux, but she's got some like tabby like stripes on her. Anyways, not to get overly complicated here.
Kicks is what you want.
Possum, he also had a heart murmur, and he was such a happy kitty. Awesome to hear. Okay, so that's the 5 seniors. Now, I have a suggestion. I don't usually do this very often, but this guy here, Swiffer, he's only 4 years old, so he hasn't been so he's not a senior, obviously. But because we have 5, I would maybe like just to do 6 sponsorings today. And I'd like to sponsor with your guys' blessing. You give me the vote here. If we could sponsor him as well. And the reason I'm asking is because Swiffer has been trying to get adopted. They've been trying to adopt him out for about 200 days or so. So you let me know, chat. Yes or no, yay or nay. Can we sponsor Swiffer as well?
Don't do it.
And hopefully, if we can get him sponsored, hopefully we can help get him adopted.
Again. Maximus.
And I'll just, I love that picture there that I'm pausing right now. He's got his little blip. I'll probably use that as the post for Swiffer. His picture, I think, will definitely be that one with his tongue sticking out. If anybody's new that just popped on, hello to all. All right, so everybody looks like we're saying a yes. Okay, I figured that was going to be the case, but I always like to let y'all make the decision because this is your community. I'm just the spokesperson for it. But okay, cool. All right, so let's get down to the donating part now. So let's pick a kitty to sponsor. We'll click on that. Let me go down. So it's going to be other. So we're going to be. So what would that be? It's not 10 cats. It's 6 cats here. So that would be, what is it? $25 per cat. That's $100. That's 150. So 150. Okay. And then we're going to be putting in boomers, diesel, and I wrote these down because I'm terrible at spelling. So Frosty, Jazz, Nancy, and Swiffer. Okay. Let me check chat, see if I'm missing anything. Nope. Okay. Looks like we're good. So it'll be a one-time donation. That's let me just write a quick little love from the Giving Paws community. Love from the Giving Paws community. Okay, I'm going to share another tab now because I got to do some finances. So you're going to see the next place that we're going to donate to. Catitude, this is your place. Just keep an eye on chat. Chat's good. All right. Okay, so let's put in our information here. And thank you all for also sponsoring Swiffer. I figure you'd all say yes, but I'd like to ask, though, because this is a democracy that we got going on here, not a dictatorship. But I know you all trust my decisions as well, though, which is appreciated also. All right, let's go here. Let's scroll down. Put that in. Don't mind me rambling to myself here. Catitude, I see there's a question. Just hang with me for a second, and I'll get to your question. I have limited brain power, so this takes all of my brain power to do it properly. Submit payments. Okay, let me flip back to this tab because I always transparency, like to show things were done, of course. So things are paid. We are good to go. Good to go. All right. Let me now go back to this tab and let me X out Safe Haven. We are done with Safe Haven. Okay. Question. Or am I going to the Sips and Sips event? Is that something on Safe Haven, Catitude? Or maybe I'm not paying attention, which is not unusual for me, but is that what you're referring to, or is this something else, Catitude? Let me know in chat. All right, so the next place we're going to donate to is Feline Solutions, a place up in Pennsylvania. Catitude, this was one of their recommendations. So this one's going to be pretty simple. There's not really much to look at here. Oh gosh, what is my password? See, this was a log in, but I can't log in. What is my password? I think that's what my password is. Nope. This was already logged in earlier. Is this my password? Oh, geez. Hang on, everybody. We're going to go back to this tab, and I'm going to find my password because I don't want to get locked out. Hello there, KK. Because you only got like 3 chances. Let me go on to Firefox here, and let me look up passwords. And where am I looking for? PayPal password. Okay. This hopefully will work because I don't feel like creating a new password. I know, Nash. Everything was prepared. It's like it logged me out for whatever reason. I blame the internet. My wife blames me, though, of course. Okay, now we're good. All right. All right. So Feline Solutions, it's going to be $50. And again, love from the. Oh, and also something I mentioned maybe like a month ago or a few weeks ago. I said I was going to start maybe making like little videos. I'm going to try to contact these places, and I'm going to see if they can maybe like post or like send me like a little video or something about like, you know, how this helps like some of the kitties, like what exactly it goes into, you know, like visually, because I feel like there's a bit of a disconnect sometime with like Safe Haven. You see the cats that are sponsored and then you see when they get adopted, which is great. But a lot of the other places, we can't do that. So I'm going to get in contact with these places and see if they can send me. It doesn't have to be something long, like, you know, a half a minute, 30 seconds, a minute, whatever, a minute and a half, a 2 minute, just something very short. And that I can post as a video, you know, to say, hey, you know, this is what we do. And, you know, you can see how this is like, you can actually see it because I think a lot of people are visual. So, but anyways, I just think it's kind of a neat idea. So that's what I'm thinking. All right. So love from the Giving Paws community. And then we're going to hit next. And yes, PayPal is the preferred route. We'll send. All right, so PayPal is done. We are finished with Safe Haven, or not Safe Haven, I'm sorry. We're finished with Feline Solution. So another one in the books. Like I said, this is going to be smooth today. We're not having any issues today. We're not having it today. All right, so the next one is out in Japan. This is that cool place. Some of you might remember this, some of you may not. This was called the Railcats Diorama restaurant. So they have like this like diorama stuff, right? So they have like these train places and train stations. They're like little miniatures. And people come in and the cats destroy them. They're like little Godzillas. Like this little white kitty cat here. She's like a little he, she, whatever. They're like a little Godzilla kitty. And you know, they tear it apart and then they break and then they fix it at the end of the night and then, you know, they're open again. So cool concept, cool place. It is in Japan. So some of this stuff is going to be in Japanese, like up here. You can see Japan, Chinese, I mean, or Japanese, Chinese, and English. We're going to go to funding though, and we're going to go to fund, I do believe it is. And we're going to scroll down. That guy looks like it's got a very interesting markings there. That cat looks like it stuck its eye like in a car's tailpipe, right? Like the old, what was that old cartoon? Not cartoon, that old, The Little Rascals. Kind of reminds me of that one kid that always stuck his eye like in tailpipes and got that black marking. It's kind of what it looks like. All right, so we're going to go down. Am I on the right page? I think I am. PayPal. Yeah, this is what I want. Good old PayPal. So we're going to share this tab. We're going to look at these three little kitties that got some big mouths. They must be saying cheese. And we're going to send. Okay. We're going to send $50 US, which I guess turns into 7,333 yen, which is always cool to see these different like conversion rates as well. Yeah, we'll accept that. That's fine. We're going to hit next. Yeah, we'll go through PayPal again, of course. We'll send. Keep an eye on chat. Chat's chilling at the moment. Okay. All right, so that is done. You can see that is finished. So we are done with that one. Now we're going to get to a YouTube one. We do have a few YouTube places as well that people have recommended like over the last year or so. I want to say this is Roz, Tiffany Dodd, Cat Rescue. This is out in Manchester, the UK. Manchester. Is it Manchester? I think it's Manchester. Yeah, Manchester. So if y'all haven't, I'm not subscribed to this channel, so that's something you will see. I'm not subscribed to like a ton of YouTube channels. I was at one point in time, but it just becomes too much being subscribed to too many channels. That's my opinion. So I keep it, I keep it low. There's like 10 cat channels and 10 not cat channels that I have, and that's it. Because I lose my mind trying to having more. So anyways, we are going to donate to Miss Dodd here and the good work that she does out there in the UK. Where's PayPal at? There's PayPal. Possum, you know about Tiffany? Okay, awesome. Yeah, I think Roz is the one who recommended this place, if memory serves correctly. I have it all written down, of course, but I'm just going off of memory at the moment. All right, conversion rate's not quite as good here. I wish it was dollar for dollar, but every place is a little bit different. So I don't know if that means like the US dollar is weaker than the Great Britain pound or the other way around, but it is what it is as far as that goes. But we're gonna get her done next. So we'll send that. All right, you all see that she, is there a delay? Let me see, is there a delay on YouTube? Hello there, Joseph. Oh, Joseph, thank you, Joseph, for upgrading to Max's level. Very kind of you. Appreciate it. And Cindy, I don't think she's on here right now, but Cindy also did a very nice donation as well. Oh, wait a minute. I'm not sharing the tab. That's why it's not showing anything. Duh. Hang on a second. We'll be here in a second. So y'all will see. I always like transparency. That is sent. So we are done. Thank you all for your patience. Okay. Speaking of Cindy, who I don't think is with us today on here, unfortunately, but she recommended this place, the Furball Farm Cat Sanctuary out in Minnesota, I do believe. I've seen their stuff on YouTube from time to time. Have a lot of cool things. They do a lot of good stuff out there in the world as far as helping those kitties. So we are going to, you know what? Can we look at any kitties? I haven't really shown many kitties besides Safe Haven. I want to be good on time, but I also want to. I think we'd have to go to their YouTube channel, which I'm not going to do. But feel free to visit that channel if you haven't. If you've never heard of this YouTube channel, it is a YouTube channel. Check them out. It's a really, they do really cool things up there. So, hello there, George. How you doing? And am I missing something else? No, I don't think I am. Okay. All right. So we're going to donate to them. We're going to share this tab here so y'all can see what I am doing. Hopefully. Yeah, there you go. Okay. All right. So I wish I could make these things. Eventually, it would be really cool to make like all of these places monthly. I could still like show, but just to, I just think it'd be a cool thing. Eventually, hopefully, we'll get there as a community. All right. So, let's make a little note. See, this would be a really cool place. Now, I think if I asked, hey, can you all show me like a video or give me a little video or something, they would probably be a little bit more hesitant, or maybe I don't want to say not as willing, but since they already have a YouTube channel, there could be, I don't know, copyright issues or, something. But I still plan on asking though. Hang on, I got to not talk and type. Love from the Giving Pause community. Okay. Oh, got my mailing address on there. Nobody sees that mailing address, right? No doxing myself here. Oh, well. Let's go from PayPal. All right. So we're gonna donate here. And we are about halfway through, I think. I think that's number 5. It's either 5 or 6. I'm not sure. Now, if y'all did see my address, if you want to send me something, feel free to. Just don't stalk me. I've been trying to like get rid of my stalkers. And I think I've been pretty successful with it. Oops. Hang on a second. What's going on? I stopped sharing. I'm not sure what happened there. So let me get back to sharing again. I think I hit the wrong button. So this one would be next. So we'll share this screen next. Make sure that pops back on again. Make sure that y'all see what I'm seeing before I continue. There we go. Okay. All right, we're good again. Not sure what happened there. Yeah, we're halfway through, and we're about halfway through the hour. Okay, awesome. All right, so this is Milo's Milo Sanctuary. The kitty there, when I looked at this kitty before, always looks like Echo, right, from Chelly. Just strongly looks like Echo to me. and is also a blind kitty, ironically, like Echo. So, yeah. So let's go. We are gonna look at some kitties here, but I first just want to get the donation done. We're gonna go to PayPal, and then we're gonna go back, and we're gonna just look at a few kitties, and then we're gonna move along. So again, like everybody else, we are going to be donating the $50. We will help cover the costs, of course. Christy, you're welcome, and you're especially welcome if you. I think you're new here. I don't know the name. So you're if you're new, welcome and hello to you. So add a notes. You can see how terrible my typing is. This is also why I probably shouldn't be in education anymore. It's like I'm supposed to be teaching kids or helping teach kids, and it's like I can't even type myself. Thank goodness for auto check or spell check. Ugh, it's terrible. Okay, so we're going to donate again through PayPal. I'm glad everything is PayPal except for one. I checked in advance. PayPal makes it so much easier. All right, so as y'all can see, we PayPal'd to Milo and their sanctuary, so we are good on that one. Joseph, you tried to donate with your debit card to GoFundMe, but your bank wouldn't let it go through. You had to use PayPal instead. It's not surprising. Hey, we got almost 30 people in here. We got 26, 29. Hey, that's surprising because normally this has like 20. So I do appreciate, the more people, because this is the heart of what we do. I mean, I say that in all seriousness. This is really what this channel is all about is these donations. I mean, I do my lives, I ramble for a while, blah, blah, blah. But truly, this is the heart of what we do here. So this next place, Tabby's Place, Catitude, I think you recommended this place, but I'm not sure. Oh, crap. I got to go back for a second. I said we're going to look at some cats. So hang on. So we're going to go back to Milo for a second. I'm not going to click onto anything just for time, but I am going to just show some pictures. Now, this place is mostly, I think, a special needs, older kitty kind of situation. And you can already see, I'll make the screen a little bit bigger if you're on a cell phone so you can see it a little bit better. Amber Rose here is a blind kitty. Beatrice is a blind kitty. It looks like Autumn is missing an eye. I think that's Benny over here on the left or on the right. Looks like they might have some eye issues going on. Biscuit here looks to be at least missing one eye, probably two. You gotta love the little twins here. What are their names though? Bisbee and Binks, I think. It's just a cool picture. You got Bob, who looks like maybe he's got something going on. Like there's a little deformity going on there, like in the face a little bit. So one of the cool things about this place is these are all, I'm not trying to laugh here, but Duchess Hermione, just that face just makes me smile, makes me kind of laugh a little bit. I'm not laughing at the kitty. Everybody knows that, of course, but it's just that face just kind of, I don't know, just that makes me smile. Anyways, enough of these kitties. So let's continue. Let's go back to Tabby's Place. So we're done with Milo. Okay. Possum. There is also a blind cat rescue sanctuary. They are very small. Possum, if you could do me a favor, don't do it in chat because I'm not going to remember because my memory is terrible. But if you want to send me a comment on one of my videos, whatever, just any video, doesn't matter. Send me a comment and tell me what the place is because I'm always looking for new places to donate to. Anybody can make a donation recommendation. It doesn't matter who it is. whether they're, even if they're not subscribed to the channel, it makes no difference to me. Just name the place. I'll take a look into it. And I always have to look into it because I got to make sure, like, I'm not really worried about like organizations, like these kind of places. The only thing that takes more time is if it's a YouTube channel, because unfortunately there are some YouTube channels that are a little, not on the level. And that's all I'm going to say. But just, if you have a place, always feel free to send it my way. Let me make sure I'm not missing anything in chat here. No, it looks like people are just talking about the weather. Okay. All right. So anyways, on to Tabby, and let's see where we can donate to. Ooh, can we sponsor? I don't remember. It's been such a long time. Can we sponsor? Can we actually sponsor? How does this work? I think we sponsored last time. Does anybody remember? I could have sworn we sponsored a cat last time here. This is looking somewhat familiar. Let me look down at chat. Nobody's saying anything yet. I really remember maybe we tried to sponsor, but we couldn't. Or maybe we did like a general fund, perhaps. It probably asked you that anyways. A lot of paraplegic kitties or have injuries. Olive kind of looks like Max there to me. Heart disease. Nash, you don't recognize this place. Yeah, no worries. Let's just, because it's going to be impossible to pick like one out of all of these. A feline fund. I remember Shelly, she had somebody on there talking about a feline kitty that had feline leukemia. I can't remember the person's name though. You know what? Let's just go to just doing a donation. I'll look into this place again when the time comes, and maybe we'll do something like that. I don't want to like get into too much because there's way too many options there. So we're just gonna do a donation here. All right. Let's see. So how does this donation work? I wonder, can you do PayPal or is this through a card? I might have to switch my, I'm going to switch things here for a second. I'm going to show this tab because I probably got to put in some personal information. So just hang on with me. All right. Let's see. So I'll type in our normal message from the community. Giving pause. Community. Next. Okay, so we can go through. Oh, so we can go through PayPal. So I'm gonna have to go back then because I was putting my wife's information in. Because I figure it might only be like a credit card kind of situation. So I got to change one thing. That's all good. That's all good. Catitude, yeah, but the problem, Catitude, though, is there's so many of them. So I think that everybody would be kind of like picking a different cat. So then when we get around to this place again, Catitude, we will do that. Because I want to be careful with people's times, and I things are going smoothly actually today. So I would rather just keep it going like that. But the next time we see this place, though, hopefully sooner than later, because hopefully funds will keep on picking up a little bit, which is cool. We'll be able to get back to them again soon. Hello there, Debbie. How you doing? Hope you're doing well. All right, so we're going to donate here. All right, so we donated to that place, and we are done with them. And we're going to get back to the next YouTube place. Yeah, I will say, so we have had a bit of an increase in channel members. We're, I think, around 60 right now or so that are like legit. And what I mean by legit is like those who are not gifted memberships. Gifted memberships are great. They're another way of giving to the mission, to what we do here. But often, though, gifted memberships, once the gifted membership runs out, they don't renew, which I do understand. But we've had just a bit of an uptick, which is cool. So hopefully, we'll be able to continue to donate more and more each month. That's the hope. That's the goal. All right. So Lucky Kitten is the next place. This place is out of Morocco. I don't remember who did this one. I want to thank Roz for some reason. Roz has done a lot of suggestions. So this is the next place that we're going to donate to. Like I said, this place is out of Morocco. I gave the check, the look. I looked through all this, and it's a legit place. So we're good as far as that goes. All right. That's what I was saying earlier, is like you got to be careful with YouTube, because you never know. I mean, there's a channel that this community and Shelly's community is slowly, surely we're trying to make go away. But it's a process. It's a long process. And I want to talk about that real quickly in a moment here when we're done with all these donations, if I can. Oh, Connie, you did. Okay. All right. Appreciate it, Connie. I can't remember who did what. As y'all, I don't know how to spell community. All right, so we're going to hit next. Yeah, no shields, KK, right? I didn't know about that whole shield thing. We don't do shields in this place, apparently. We just do brunches. All right, so that place is done. We are finished there. So we are down to just our last two. And looking at the time, it's going to be right around that hour, which is what I was shooting for at the very most, because I value all of your time. So here's another one. This is another place. This was from Roz. I just looking at an Excel spreadsheet here that I had up. Edward X Cat Rescue. Where's this place at? Is it in the UK also? No, this is out in Georgia, the country Georgia, which is part of Europe, I think, right? I think Georgia is like by I was going to say Croatia, which I know isn't a real place. Crochet? No, it's not. Croatia. Yes, Croatia. So here's another place that's across the world. This place was a little tricky, so I got to go to buy a coffee instead. So I got to do it this way. This place was a little different on how we donate to this one. Russia, George. Thank you. All right. So we're not going to become a member. But what we do over here, it's called these healing spells, and we're going to buy 10 of them, because 10 of them equals up to $50. So that's how we're going to do it. Name or your social. I'm just going to put my name. Say something nice. I'm just going to say our normal. Oops. I'm going to our normal. If I can type. Oh, can I not spell? Make this monthly? No. Make this message private? No. Pay with Oh, I guess this one's going to have to be a normal card, which is fine. All right, so I'm going to flip over to the last one while I put in some business. Keeping an eye on chat. Okay, we're all good. All right, so everything else has been debit, or everything else has been PayPal. So this one's going to be card. I got to keep track of all this stuff so I know like what is going to where. That's why I like PayPal, because I don't have to take anything out. Then I don't have to like transfer over because it's already in PayPal, which is nice. No, I don't want to save any of that. So we'll just go to hit pay. Yep, we'll do that. Now we'll hit pay. We're just letting it load, so just bear with me for a second. This last place here was by Ruth. Ruth, I think you're here, Ruth, but I'm honestly not sure. But if you are here, Ruth, this was one of the places you donated to. Connect your transactions. What is it saying? All right, hang on, guys. This one's a little extra. So I got a code that I got to put in from my bank. I guess, you know, for security purposes on this last one. So just hang on, and I'll share the tab in a second when we're done. So you all can see that this was paid for as well. So hang on. Doop, 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 doop. Okay. So we're going to share that tab instead. So you should be seeing in a second from what I'm seeing here. Raphael, have yourself a good rest of your day and take care and stay warm out there. All right, so you all see that we are done with that one. So we're going to go and wrap up the last one. Ruth, this was yours? Awesome. I thought it was. I just wasn't positive. Joseph, if you have a place that you're suggesting, can you please just leave me a comment on a video? Because I'm not going to remember that. So if you could just leave a comment, that would be very helpful for me, and I will look into it. Appreciate it. All right. So this last place, what time do we have? 52 after. Okay. Can we look at anybody before we do the donations? We got some doggos. We got some cattos, some gatos. We'll just look at a couple of these kitties. We're not going to take too much time looking at these kitties. So there's some kitties. There's some stories. You know, if y'all want to look in this later, then feel free to. Obviously, there's plenty of kitties here because I want to be respectful again with time. And so we're going to go back up and we are going to go to donations. And we are going to go to that beautiful PayPal, which makes things so much easier. All right, so we're going to go $50. I wish I could make it a monthly donation, but not at the moment. We'll hit next. Oops. Okay, and they are done. Whew. All right, so we made it. 10 for 10. No problems, I don't think. We sponsored 5 seniors and 1 non-senior from Safe Haven. Let me stop sharing. Where's stop sharing at? Where's that screen at? Is it this? I think it's that. And I put myself off. Let me put myself back on again. And I'm not sure why my screen is so incredibly small. I'm just like a tiny little person. There we go. Now I got my big old head. So what I wanted to talk about very briefly in the remaining, Joseph, you would like to message me later? Okay. All right. Yeah. Go ahead, Joseph. You're good. Because I think you have my email address too. So what I wanted to say when I was talking about like a channel that we're trying to terminate, right, on this platform, I'm not going to repeat the channel, but that's what we're looking to do. I've been trying. I do have a community manager. I hate to say this, but they're not really worth anything. But I've been trying to contact them, and so far I haven't heard anything back from them, which is annoying but not surprising. So, with the channel that we are trying to terminate, be patient. These things, unfortunately, they take time. One thing I forgot to say was it's helpful if you do report a channel. It's helpful, and Shelly went into this as well. It's very helpful when you report a channel to not just say, hey, this channel is abusing cats or dogs or whatever, and I'm outraged. That doesn't help, unfortunately. What is helpful though is if you can like go into more detail saying, at X, and the bad part though, this does mean that you actually need to go into the video and actually watch it, because you got to create like little timestamps, like saying, at 1 minute and 21 seconds, I observed blah, blah, blah. Right. Or, creating a more detailed, thorough list of reports is what will help an actual human being see stuff. Because the problem is when reports take place, from what I've done some research on, is it automatically just goes to a bot, and a lot of the times these bots, they're not the best. That's why we need a human and human eyes, but it takes time. So please be patient. I know many have said, that I've reported before, and it doesn't ever do anything. It does feel like that. I agree, but it takes time. And you kind of have to a catalog has to be built of behavior. And then once that catalog and behavior is established, then this platform it's more of a possibility to take that channel down. But it does take time. So just a little thing, because I do look at that channel. I do just see if they're still in existence, and they are. And I see that they've gotten more subscribers, which is sickening to me, but not surprising, unfortunately. But anyways, just a little don't feel low, that you feel like your reports don't matter. They do. It takes time, and it takes a lot of them. Unfortunately. But on that note, after my wife is done sneezing, not quite, now she is, I'm going to start to head out. Catitude, yeah, it is unbelievable. I agree. George, it's been your experience that most of the abusive channels are overseas for clicks and money. Yeah, I don't want to call out a country. It starts with an A and it ends with an A. And well, actually, I think it starts with two A's. I think both of them start with an A and end with an A, to be honest. But there's the one that's the smaller consonant, like the shorter A to A. Well, shoot, it's Asia. I'm not gonna start dancing around messages, because that's just not me. I'm blunt and to the point, because why not? You got to be. But anyways, I'm going to keep on doing my own reporting as well. I'm going to keep on reaching out to YouTube, and just keep on just knocking. One starts with an A and ends with, oh, well, Bruce, I'm a special person. That's why I work in a school, right? I hope all the special minds become more special as they get older. Cat Penny, got to be careful though, because people with good intentions get caught up in the fervor. Had someone on us like glue that Maggie was grossly obese and should be shut down. And Maggie's like 10 pounds. Yeah, Mike, I do agree with you on that, but it's like, I mean, when I was younger, I'd always kind of beat around the bush and things like that. But now, I'm like, that's why I say nowadays, people either they love me or they hate me. There's usually no in between for me. I'm just looking at the snow. It's melting, sadly, but there's enough, though, for no school. Probably tomorrow still, hopefully Tuesday. Anyways, on that note, I wish you all a wonderful rest of your day. Thank you all for hanging out here with me over the last hour or so and doing, what this channel is meant to do, and that is to help rescue, feed, medicate, TNR, find homes for everything we got for it. So, Mike, you're just saying good, but some channels are clearly, yeah, for sure. And Mike, I understand what you're saying as well. George, the older you get, the filters come off. Yeah, it's true. When you're a kid, you don't have filters usually either. And then during school, they put filters on you. And then as you finally get old enough, you don't have any filters anymore, it seems like, for most. Anyways, God bless. Take care. Adopt. Oh, yeah. Adopt, don't shop, right? Let's put cat breeders out of business. Adopt a senior, special needs, older cat if you can. They are more vulnerable to being euthanized, unfortunately, when that time comes with these shelters, even the no-kill shelters. Sometimes they have to take cats. They have to put them down. It's the truth of it. So adopt older kitties. And always advocate. That is the key. So bye all. If you are new, this is what this channel is all about. Hopefully I didn't scare you off. And if I did, well, oh well. If I didn't, hopefully we'll see you in the community in the future. Maybe you'll become a member, donate, all that good fun stuff. All right, take care. God bless. And I'm going to say bye all and love you all. Love you. Bye all and love you. Okay, yeah, that's what I'm going to say. All right. Bye, everybody.